We're really here to engage with the science fiction community who are interested in the future of humankind, and in particular in space. So our remit is deep space exploration, the challenge of the stars, interstellar flight. We want to send spacecraft outside of our solar system, past Voyager and towards distant stars, maybe to find new worlds and new life. And we know that a lot of science fiction fans are really interested in that sort of discovery as well. Authors like Robert Heinlein, Arthur C. Clarke, Isaac Asimov have all talked about these sorts of things in their books. So we're really here to engage the science fiction community in our vision. Oh, the panel was great. So we were discussing the future evolution of humankind and also robots, and what will happen to human beings in space. And I made the argument that basically human beings have evolved purely as a function of the chemistry and the biosphere that we inhabit. But as we move out into space, we can expect that form to change as we have to face new challenges such as space radiation and so forth. And the robotic probes that we continue to send out into space, their technology continues to improve all the time. And some speculate that in fact at some point that technology will become so advanced that it will lead to the emergence of artificial intelligence. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's a compelling vision, and it's something that we need to understand, perhaps starting with Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. The audience here has been absolutely outstanding. It's really wonderful to be amongst the science fiction fans. I'm a science fiction fan myself. I have about 5,000 books, and it's wonderful to meet with a different community. I usually go to science conferences, and it's great to actually talk about science fiction. And I'm interested in the hard technology of science fiction, such as Arthur C. Clarke's ideas, his propulsion. I'm giving a talk tomorrow on the sort of propulsion systems that Arthur C. Clarke was interested in. But really science fiction covers a broad remit, from the philosophical to the sociological to the technology. It's a way of thinking about the future, a way of constraining and understanding where the human trajectory is going, and what are the options that are open to us. And I find the science fiction community very open to discussing those sorts of things, and it's a real privilege to be here. I haven't been to a lot of talks because I've been so busy on our stand, but some of the talks I have been to have been really wonderful. I went to the British Interplanetary Society session yesterday, and the British Interplanetary Society has been going since 1933, so they've been around the block for a long time. And they're really focused on the promotion and application of astronautics, and it was great to see the progress they're making as an organisation to renew themselves. And in fact, the Initiative for Interstellar Studies, which is the organisation I represent, was really an offshoot of the BIS. So a highlight for me, I think, is to be here at LonCon 3 with the BIS, seeing them thriving and engaging with the science fiction community, because their remit is imagination to reality, and they are always usually dealing with the reality segment, which is this hard spacecraft technology. And now they're here at LonCon dealing with the imagination, which is where a lot of the source of ideas come from, science fiction. We are an organisation that is really advocating, promoting the vision of becoming an interstellar capable society. So we have various committees, an educational academy committee. We're working with the International Space University in Strasbourg, supervising master's students. We have a research committee that does technical research, publishing papers into advanced propulsion or cosmology or genetics, whatever it is that our team thinks we're interested in. We have a business committee, and really our focus is to try and merge the technologies and the industries of the Starship. We want to see the kind of Star Trek universe come true, perhaps not using warp drive machines, maybe something that's a bit more practical like fusion or antimatter or laser driven systems, but we think this is entirely plausible. And in fact, our philosophy is starships within our lifetime, because we believe that we are living in the Starship century now, not centuries from now, but we believe we can this century send probes to the stars that go beyond the Voyager and the Pioneer probes of the 70s and actually see what's out there. And I'm so excited that in my lifetime I may be a part of that, to see the first probes launched. And if we actually discover any life out there, an intelligent life, it would be a changing moment for humankind. And how we manage that and deal with that and understand it is a great challenge that still awaits us, but it's a really exciting one.